90-Day Fiancé star Lauren Bravanik reveals why having a tummy tuck after welcoming her 3 kids was the best decision. Hello friends, I am Wordly Wise. Welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press bell icon. Lauren Bravanik is sharing the details of her mommy makeover. The 90-Day Fiancé star revealed that she got a tummy tuck while speaking with Tori Spelling on the latest episode of her podcast. Bravanik is a mother to 3 children, daughter Ariel, 2, and sons Asher, 3, and Shai, 5. On the latest episode of the Miss Spelling podcast, host Tori Spelling was joined by the 90-Day Finis star, 37, and her husband, Alexei Bravanik. During the conversation, Bravanik revealed that she had a tummy tuck after having her 3 children. I am coming up to 2 years already since my surgery, and I loved it. I would do it again, she said. It was the best decision I made for myself, for my kids, for my family. It was such a boost. Had abdominal diastasis, and since I was under, I figured I might as well. I ended up doing a 360 liposuction. It was a little bit on my chin, my arms, upper back, lower back, and thighs, she explained. And then I took that fat into the fat transfer to my boobs, which didn't hold. So in that aspect, I'm back to square one. The 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after star, who's a mother to daughter Ariel, 2, and sons Asher, 3, and Shai, 5, recently joined the Between Us Moms podcast to talk about her life behind the cameras, including everything from how she protects her mental health to the challenges of motherhood. During the conversation, Bravanik shared that she and her husband were originally going to try for a 4th baby, but ultimately decided against it. The reality TV star went on to reveal that she got a hysterectomy after a traumatic birth experience with her daughter. I actually got a hysterectomy 4.5 months ago, which I was very private about, but it's going to come out eventually. We were actually gonna go for a 4th child, she explained. I couldn't carry anymore. When I had Ari, she almost killed us, which, again, super private. We didn't really talk about it. She started to rupture my uterus, so when we got the neonatologist, and Ari was out of me 35 minutes later. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Bravanik went on to explain that the doctor told her that if she had waited a few more minutes, something terrible could have happened. The doctor said if I waited 5 more minutes, we would not be having this kind of conversation, she shared. I started to bleed out, and Ari would have drowned. They could have saved her, but for me. So, it's still a trauma thing that I haven't had time to really process. The reality TV star shared how her husband has supported her during this time. She said he's the best dad ever, and plays a huge part in helping to mold the kids into who they are today. Alex really is the best dad ever. He is so good with them. I genuinely couldn't have asked for a better partner. As a husband, as a friend, and as a dad, she said. I'm so in love with him still. But when it comes to how to be a role model for my kids, I think for us, it really stems between us as a couple. She continued, I think for them to see a loving, stable environment that will help mold them. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs revealed some wonderful news to 90-Day Fiancé fans this past week. After being open about their difficulties with starting a family, the couple is currently expecting their first child. While every 90-Day Fiancé pregnancy is one to celebrate, Julia's is extra special. Julia and Brandon's announcement is a huge milestone for their future in the 90-Day Fiancé franchise. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs have been open with 90-Day Fiancé fans about their fertility struggles. Julia and Brandon have been open with fans about their fertility struggles, which makes their pregnancy announcement that much more of a happy moment. When they appeared on 90-Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Brandon admitted one of their biggest struggles was family planning. While Brandon was eager to have a baby, Julia wasn't as interested. Later on, however, Julia revealed the reason behind her decision. She explained that a doctor in Russia had told her she couldn't have kids, which made her not want to try for one. Brandon wanted Julia to get a second opinion, although it was initially difficult for Julia to do so. Fertility issues are a sensitive subject, and it was incredibly brave for Julia to open up about it on television. While every pregnancy is exciting, it's even more of a celebration when you doubted if the pregnancy could even happen in the first place. Julia and Brandon overcame a lot of hurdles to stay together on 90 Day, the last resort season 2. Apart from their fertility issues, Julia and Brandon overcame many issues during the last resort season 2. Julia admitted that she had previously cheated on Brandon when she kissed her ex in Russia. It was the beginning of their relationship, and she wasn't sure that things could work out between them. While Brandon questioned their marriage after learning the news, he ultimately forgave Julia. Julia's parents were another difficult subject for the couple at the therapy retreat. For a while, Julia had been wanting to bring her parents to America. Brandon, however, wasn't the biggest fan of the idea. Since Julia's parents are divorced, he worried they wouldn't get along. During the retreat, Julia told Brandon that she had applied for their visas without telling him. While Brandon felt betrayed, he chose to move past the obstacle and recommit to Julia at the end of the season. After their relationship went through so much, Julia and Brandon's pregnancy announcement is a much-needed happy moment for the couple. Julia and Brandon are currently exploring having a family on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Season 9. Julia and Brandon have now returned for 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Season 9. The couple's main storyline this season revolves around their plan to start a family. At the beginning of the season, Julia decided she was ready to get a second opinion. While they haven't received the results on the show yet, we now know that the news must be good. The pregnancy announcement comes at the perfect time, given that Julia and Brandon's story on the show is dealing with their fertility issues. Julia has been open about the emotional struggles after her appointment in Russia, so it's heartwarming to see her now be able to have a baby. This is a big moment for the couple, one that has truly allowed them to live happily ever after. Julia and Brandon could return for a future season to document their new life as parents. While Julia and Brandon have been featured on 4 90 Day Fiancé seasons, they may have a fifth one coming. Raising a new baby would be a perfect story for the couple on a future season. This is common in the 90 Day Fiancé universe, and it's always interesting to see how couples adjust to having a new family member around. While Julia and Brandon's storylines on The Last Resort and this current season have been similar, a new baby will give them a completely new approach. 90 Day Fiancé is available to stream on Discovery Plus. Tell US. Were you surprised by Julia's pregnancy announcement? Do you think the baby will be a boy or a girl? Elizabeth is a law student based in New York, who also has a passion for writing about reality television. Elizabeth's favorite reality shows are anything from the 90 Day Fiancé and Bachelor franchises along with Survivor and The Traitors. Reality T is a property of Evolve Media Holdings, LLC. Copyright symbol 2025, all rights reserved. Affiliate disclosure: Evolve Media Holdings, LLC, and its owned and operated subsidiaries may receive a small commission from the proceeds of any products sold through affiliate and direct partner links.